What's up? It's Cores, aka Corey P, aka Rebel Red, aka I got too many damn names. Jesus. But anyway, I'm coming. Hold on, you guys. I have a text. Sorry, it's so rude. Hold on. Hold on. Trying to text this cutie that I recently reconnected with, and he is. Oh God, I need to shave. Yes, yes. Oh, I'm. Okay, this is good. This is good. This is good. Anyway, that was good enough. Always leave them wanting more, darling. If any of you guys who want dating advice, I'm not the dating guru, but always leave them wanting more. Just kidding. I mean, no, I'm serious, but I'm not a player or anything. But anywho, I wanted to come in here and talk just because I haven't done one of these in a while. I think the last time I did one was about that whole ratchet mother situation. And you guys have not seen my new digs. That's my room on that side. No, I was right. That side. Okay, got my dimensions. Look at that. Look at those arms. I still got. I didn't gain a little weight. Not in muscle because I haven't really been going to the gym for some fuckery reasons. But I'm about to get back to it. Not that I'm just like big or like. I mean, nothing wrong with anybody who is. I'm just, I've never been one of those gym rats. But I have found a newfound appreciation for it, and I really felt good about the way my body was looking and the way I felt about myself. I mean, I feel good about myself anyway, but yeah, I feel good about, I felt really good when I was going to the gym and I was just, getting my little sweat pump, lift on and everything. But I still got a little, a little arm, little situation going on, still giving you, if I could tackle your ass. But anyway, I want to talk. Just talk. I mean, there's been a lot of things going on with me. I really want to talk about this situation I have with this guy that I've been kind of talking to. Sweet, I do on a level, like, I do care about him. I don't know, like, I don't know. I just honestly don't. Like, we started talking to each other, I would say around like October-ish, like late October. And it was going good, and then by like December we kind of were just like I kind of I proposed a question like exactly like how do you see us, like what is this going on, and we kind of decided like we were getting to know each other and just kind of filling each other out and just dating, but like it's just real you know progressive. It's just that whole thing, like we're just seeing each other, we're dating, we're chilling, dating. But I don't know, lately, as of late, like after that, we were cool, and then there was a situation that happened. Because with him, like, I wanted to be honest, because I was just like, this is my shot of really having, not my only shot, but, I know this was like a shot of having like a really good relationship or situation going on, because I've been really kind of wanting that, and I still do. Like, I really do. And I was just telling him, I was just, I felt the need to be honest with him. I was just like, last time I was just kind of in an unhealthy situation. I had feelings for one of my pals, one of my friends, and it was kind of like a tug of war. Because one, I felt a little stronger than him, but I don't know. He was giving me those vibes, like he felt the same way, but it was always, on his part, he always was dealing with somebody else, and that whole thing. So I was just telling him about that. I was just we and because of that, at the time, like when I was talking to this fellow, I still kind of am. I don't know where we are right now. I guess that's what I want to talk about. But at the time, me and my friend weren't really speaking. It was a long story. I could go into it, but to make long story short, we weren't speaking. We were kind of we were beefing a little bit, so it happens. But but I was talking to this guy while that was going on. We would just start talking, but then there was a situation that happened where me and my friend kind of just squashed our little whatever it was. We were just kind of like, you know what, fuck it, it's whatever. And we're friends. I care about you. You care about me. I love you. You love me. We're best friends. Let's just not even go there. Let's just continue. It's just kind of like it happened. We just became friends again. I guess we just kind of went back to the way things were before we like beefed. So we were one day we were at the store because he was like, he was like, you want to have dinner? Like I got some money. Let's I buy the food. We just cook it at your place. And I was like, okay, sure. This place, my new place, it was like his way of like a housewarming, I guess. He was like, look, a meal on me. So I'm never one to turn down a meal. Clearly, I mean, not that I'm just like this Professor Clump up in this bitch, but I've never been one to turn down a meal. I'm sorry. Where I'm from, we eat. We don't do all that. I don't eat shit. Who is that? Hey, girl. Well, all right then. Anyway, sorry. Look at this view. Like I have sunroom. It's a sunroom. Oh my god. It's like I just be. I love it. Like I love. I love where I live now. Shout out to my good best Judy friend, confidant, Miss Daniel, my slash roommate. She found this place and needed a roommate, and I needed to get out of my living situation, so it just works out. And I got a cute, fabulous apartment in Midtown Atlanta, Miss Atlanta, darling. So it's everything. I like it. I like it, and it's real close to my job. It's close to just every like a lot of good, a lot of stuff. It's not close to where I shop, like as far as like clothes and stuff, but whatever. I'll make that sacrifice and take the train and go get to where I need to get to get my garments, my garms. But yeah, anyway, sorry, sidetracked. But yeah, so like we were at the store, me and my best, and I ran into the guy I was talking to, and he just, needless to say, he wasn't happy because last time I talked to him, we weren't, me and my friend weren't speaking. And he was just like, what is this about? You guys are talking again? Are you guys, it was just this whole, are you guys seeing each other? Are you doing this? Are you doing that? Are you doing this? So it was just a whole bunch of just fuckery on that. And, you know, trying to like, because I think I did miss an event that happened on New Year's with me and the guy I was talking to, where he just blew up at me because I was dancing with somebody at the bar, but he was dancing with somebody at the bar. Like we were just in this like huddle of people. I'll call her back in a minute. We were in this huddle of people, and we were just all mutual friends and stuff. So we were all just dancing, and so I was dancing with one person, he was dancing with another person, but he got mad because I was dancing on somebody, but he was dancing on somebody, so I didn't really get that. That was like red flag number one, or my concern number one, because I'm like, okay. I mean, at some part I was flattered, but at the same time I was like, should I be flattered? Because, at one point I was like, oh, that's cute, he's kind of jealous. But then I was like, well, wait a minute, why are you so jealous when you were practically doing more than me, honey? Like, I was just giving the cute little, body roll, honey. He was, face down, ass up on the floor, girl. Like, basically, no shade, but he was, but, I didn't trip. I didn't flex, because I was just like, well, we just all having fun. And, it's a fun, cool, casual night. I know who he's going home with. So it wasn't a big deal, but it was a big deal to him. So that happened. That was like my concern one. Then we fast forward to me and my friend at the store, and he runs into us there. So that was a whole. And when I tell you, girl, that was a fiasco. Like, cause he was just giving me all this. You're gonna miss out. I'm the best thing that ever happened to you. I'm a really good guy. Well, he didn't say the best thing that ever happened, but he was just basically like, I'm a good catch. I'm that guy. I'm that one. I'm that thing. I'm that one that you need. And I didn't say that you weren't or that you couldn't be. I just don't know yet. Like we're still. I thought, like he was basically acting like we had been in this thing, like heavy relationship situation. Girl, hold on, honey. Hey girl, I'm taking a shit. Let me call you back in like a few minutes. Alright, bye. Um, oh shit. But yeah, sorry I had to lie like that. But I really want to get this video out because I've been wanting to do it, and I finally got this apartment to myself, so I can do it without judgment. Because you know, honey, roommate comes in, honey, she starts talking, and we converse, and then it's just yeah. But to get back to where we were. So yeah, he was just giving me all this, and you know, just giving me les mis, les grief, les everything, les miserables, and I didn't know. And so after all that cooled down, I gave him a day or two because I was just like over it. Because after that, he was just like, you know, like we were supposed to get together, you know, hang out. He would flake, or he would say, oh yeah, you know, I'll call you. He wouldn't, and I would, you know, it was just like this whole hunt. And you know, I don't mind, you know, tracking you down as far as like, you know, if we say we're supposed to get together, I don't mind calling you or texting you just to see if that's still on. But anyone who knows me knows that I don't run after nobody. Nobody. Not even my own family, honey. Half of them, 90% of them, I don't even talk to. So, because, and it's not that I hate them or anything like that. It's just, you know, I'll call, but if you just don't show any mutual interest, I'm just like, fuck it. Like, okay, well, you know, I catch you when I catch you. So, catch you on the flip, girl. So that's kind of what I was doing. I was just like, okay, well, girl, well, you know, clearly, you know, I just felt like it was like a game. You know, it was just like you were feeling some type of way, and you want to play these little games, these little cat and mouse, just to see if I would like chase you and all this stuff. And you know, it's just I don't do that. Like, I'm sorry. Maybe if anybody out there thinks that I'm wrong, you know, please let me know. But I don't do that. Like, I've just never been one to do her. I don't do her like that. Like, I just don't run after people. And it's, you know, it's like, because like his whole thing is like he felt like I was ashamed of him, which I wasn't. I've introduced him to all my friends, you know, and I'm pretty sure if I had a family member that was okay with me being gay, he would have met them, you know, and that or that I actually talked to. That was another reason I don't talk to them too, is because they kind of don't really understand the whole gay thing, so they kind of keep their distance, and that's fine, you know. I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, oh, that's a cute scarf. Hey, these girls, some of these Atlanta girls are stepping it up because like the past year or two, they've been stepping it up. You know, some of these girls who come out here just looking fashion victims, honey. It's like I know this is the trend, this is the look, but you don't have to put every look on all at once. Like, give me a little bit of everything in a span of time. Like, don't give it to me all in one. It's a lot to take in, okay? But anywho, you know, give me a piece. You know, okay, you got your cute little jeans, your shirt and stuff, and then you got this cute little scarf. That's all I need. You know, maybe a necklace or two, like Coco Chanel says. You know, before you leave the house, or said before you leave the house, take off one item. You know, that's all. That's a simple rule to go by. It works too. I promise. It's very effective. But any Keenan Ivory way. Back to the subject at hand. So yeah, he was just, you know, it was just all that, and then you know, like after a couple of days of, you know, basically I was just like, well, girl, listen, you need to, clearly you're in your feelings, and I ain't nothing I could say because it just seemed like every time I tried to talk to him, it was like an argument or disagreement. So I was like, you know what, girl, that should have been my concern too. But yeah, I just gave him a couple of days because I was like, clearly, you know, every time I talk to you, it's a problem. Ooh. I tell you what, I can't wait for when black is fashionable again, because there's a lot of cute motherfucking white boys running around here. White boys, Asian boys, Latin boys. No hate to my black boys, because I love my chocolate boys. I do. I ride for y'all. You heard my ringtone, all the black boys in the white t-shirts, honey. You know, I'm all for a cute chocolate boy. Don't ever think, despite what some people think, one of my friends in particular, yes, girl, you know who you are, you know, who thinks that I just don't do black men. It's not that I don't do black men. I'm just open to everybody. I'm open to a lot of, you know, I'm open to difference, to variety. There's nothing wrong with it. It is what a motherfucking is. Sometimes I get more play from somebody else that ain't black. So, you know, I just go where the need is, if that makes any sense. I get it where I fit in, however, whatever cliched phrase you could put there, that's applied there. But yeah, yeah, a lot of people think that though. A lot of people think that I'm just a snow queen or like a, what I'm saying, and that's not really it. I just don't mind dating outside my race. It's nothing wrong with it. I think it's kind of hot. So, and if I ever have the opportunity to do it, I'm single, and if Shawty with the blonde hair and the blue eyes want to scoot, he can scoot. That's fine. If this little Asian cunt wants to scoot, he can scoot. That's fine. If I got a little Latin situation going on, they can scoot. It's fine. I'm all about it. I'm really open. So anyway, I'm sorry. I'm tangents upon tangents. But back, yeah. So anyway, like I said, we gave him a couple of days. Gave him a couple of days. We're sticking to the subject, people. We're sticking to it. Gave him a couple of days, and we were talking while I was at work, and he was just like, because he like his whole thing was he just kept throughout this. He was always accusing me of just seeing other people. And even though I wasn't, but I mean, I'm pretty sure I could. I mean, I know I could have, but I wasn't, just because I'm just the type of person. If I'm getting intimacy and companionship, I don't, from somebody and I like them and I feel like it's cool and we're doing the motherfucking thing. I don't feel the need to search anywhere else because I already got it. Like I got what I was looking for, so what's the point? But he just always thought that, and my mama always said, "Honey, when somebody is just giving you all that much grief, it's because they doing some shit on the side." I wasn't listening. But honey, that conversation at my job on that Saturday night, on that Yonzilla Saturday night / Sunday morning, suddenly I see, suddenly I see. I was just like, oh, okay. Because, honey, Miss Thing was like, since we're being honest with each other, I was, the guy that you met in New Year's Eve that, we were all hanging out with. Well, me and him we're still kind of like fucking around, and we've been doing this, and we've been going here. Basically, they were having like sex and going to sex parties. So instantly I was like, a bitch, ho what? Excuse me, come again. Come again. What is this really? What is the tea on this? Like, so you mean to tell me, like, I mean, like, I wasn't mad because in the back of my mind I was like, clearly the reason why you're so pressed because you're probably doing some shit on the slick when I'm not looking, when you're not with me, like, and like when we're around each other and when he's in my room chilling and stuff, like I'll play on his phone because it's an iPhone, and I love iPhones. I don't know if I get one, but I like playing with everybody else's. But he always had a lot of like guys he was talking to and stuff, and it's fine because I'm not really that jealous type because I'm like, I just give everybody a chance. So it's like if you say that, and I took it for face value, he was like, well, because he told me he was like, you're the only person I'm seeing. So I was like, okay, well, you're the only person I'm seeing. So, I just thought, that was what it was, but apparently it wasn't. You know, so it just made sense. I was like, okay, so that's why you're pressed. Okay, I get it because you're doing some shit that that maybe ain't right or whatever. Although we never said we were like exclusive or anything, but you were always declaring that I was the only person you were seeing. So you know, clearly you weren't, So that was another red flag. I mean, I did feel some type of way because I was like, you brought this thing in, because we basically on New Year's Eve, I had a little, me and my friend / roommate Daniel, we had a little, gathering. We just had people over, pre-gaming before we go out for New Year's, So I brought him, he brought a friend, when I invited, the guy that I'm talking to, he brought, this friend over. So, I'm just thinking they're friends. It's just a friend. Apparently he wasn't. He was a little more. He was somebody that he was still, doing and doing a whole lot of other stuff with, So that was like, okay, so you brought this nigga, and then like my part is like, I'm upset. Well, now that I think about it in hindsight, I'm not upset, but I'm just kind of like, so he knew about me, but I didn't know about him. And then on top of that, you all up on me in front of him. It's very not cool. Like, had I known what the tea was, I would have not been like, because, we were very like affectionate, kissy, huggy, holding hands, type of situation. And I'm like, okay, okay, okay. So we were doing all that, and you mean tell me that you and him was doing stuff, and you were just doing all that in front of him? That's mad disrespectful. Just on all levels, on for me and for him, you know. But to the guy's credit, he kept his composure. I guess he was just like, well, whatever it is, what it is, too. But still, I wouldn't have did that. So anyway, so yeah, he was still talking to this guy, and they were doing all this stuff. So that happened, and then like after that, we just kind of like, okay, maybe we can slow it down a little bit. We need to kind of just chill on this whole like, maybe we were getting a little too hot and heavy. So we were kind of chilling, but still seeing each other, but just kind of keeping it a little more calm. And it was going good. It was going good. Like I liked it, but it's just like since. And then there was nothing happened. Oh yeah, and then there was a situation happened, like I would say about almost a month ago now, with my that involved my best friend, and we all went out to our party. And the guy I was talking to, and there was another friend and slash bandmate of mine who yeah, we all went out, and like throughout that night, I drank so much that night. I don't remember anything past the house party. I remember we left the house party to go to a bar, and we were at the bar, and I remember vaguely being in the bar. I just remember everything I did in the bar. So apparently, while I was in the bar, I was making out with my best friend, and we were making out with each other, and we were just basically being drunk hot messes. And the guy I was talking to saw it. So I take full responsibility for that. Even though I was drunk as fuck, I'm not gonna blame it all on the liquor, honey, because a drunk mind speaks a sober heart. So I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I never said I didn't still have feelings or whatever, but I mean, I'm working towards getting over them. And because like the way I was a year ago, I was just kind of stuck. And, I'm not like that now. Like I'm just like, okay, now I'm ready to just talk to people, and try to get with people. I mean, my friend's gonna always be my friend. We're always gonna have that situation going on. Like me and him, we really do love each other as far as like friends and stuff. We're like a family, if you will. Like we're like like brothers. I don't, my whole thing is like, honey, if your mama ain't Daryl and your daddy ain't Douglas, you ain't my mama, you ain't my brother. But in that sense, we're like brothers. You know, so but yeah, that happened, and he, of course, oh boy, never let me forget it. He was just like, yeah. So that, and then that night when we got back to my house after all that happened, you know, like I said, I'm not trying to make it seem like what I did was just nothing, because it was like if I was in his shoes and I saw that, I would try to feel some type of way. But he upped the ante, the guy I was talking to, and like while I'm sleeping in the next room, just passed out, from drinking, honey, just gone, just dead to the bed, if you will. He proceeds to give my other friend slash bandmate a a blowjob in the living room, over there, right there. See where the finger pointing? The couch is right there. He did it right there, apparently. Unbeknownst to me until later, he confessed it to me when I was at work. He was just like, I gave a blowjob. Okay. Right. And I know if you're listening to this, you're probably like, nigga, what is really your tea? Like, how you just letting all this nigga violate you on so many levels? But, it's just, I don't know, like, I don't know. Like, I just don't. Like, I mean, normally I don't go for that, but I don't know. Like, I was drunk, I was asleep, I didn't know what happened, and it happened, and, I found out. And of course, me and my friend slash bandmate talked about it. Me and him have that understanding. Like, honey, listen, I like you. You cool. We just started this group together. Shout out Red Light Go. Follow us on Tumblr. We're gonna get Twitter page. It's spelled REDDLITEGOH. It's three of us. two of us, kind of like three. It's three initially, but really two of us have been doing a lot of shit. The third, he's got a lot of stuff going on. You know, he's trying to make that work. But Red Light Go. We have a Facebook page. Like us on Facebook. Red Light Go. Like I said, REDDLITEGOH. Um, that's a group. That's what we do. We do music. It's like a gay hip hop pop situation going on. We're still trying to figure out that, but I think we're really getting our niche. You know, I'm Miss 80s, Vanity 6 meets, you know, Rihanna meets Lil Kim meets Nicki type situation. And he's kind of like Justin Timberlake meets one of them niggas in Yellow Card, one of the lead singers. You know, he's kind of got like a rock edge to his voice, and I'm very much pop cunt femme, not like drag queen femme, but I'm like, you know, I give you kind of like that more flamboyant gay. He gives you more of that straight acting skater boy gay situation. So yeah, that's kind of our thing, our shtick. And you know, the third, he's kind of supposed to be like the banji boy, you know, ballroom realness type, you know, situation. So we try to bring a lot of that. You know, it's like I said, it's a lot of that in there. But back to life, back to reality. Yeah, so he gave my bandmate a blowy on the couch. Not cool, right? And you know, just basically just a lot of situations. And then there was a situation on Valentine's Day, which I mean, I talked about. I kind of played it down, but like, you know, anybody who knows me knows like I'm a 420 girl. And for all those who know what 420 is, you know, I'm all about it. I mean, I'm all about other uses. You know, if you want to do a bump, do a line, whatever your poison is, if that's your thing casually, you know, every now and then you do a bump, you do a this, you do a that, even if you do it regularly, that's fine. Just don't do it in my house, you know, all I ask. Or, you know, if you got a little, you know, take a bump and you here in my presence, do like mannerable people do. Go to the bathroom, say, oh, excuse me, I gotta go pee, and get your bump on, and I don't have to know about it. But like I said, just don't do it all in my house like that. That's just not how I do. And you know, he came over the night before Valentine's Day, the guy I'm talking to, and you know, he brought some meth. Like he snorts meth. I found out. So I mean, I know y'all probably looking at me like, this nigga, what's your tea? Like, why are you just letting this? Clearly, this motherfucker's bad news. Like, I don't know. I mean, in hindsight, he's very sweet. He's a nice guy, and I do like him and I do care about him. But like, he's, you know, late as of late. I mean, a lot of this stuff I'm just really like evaluating it and just really, and I'm just feeling like maybe, you know what, it's not really, you know, like maybe because he's 5 years younger than me, so maybe like on another, in another, like if we had some different, in a different time frame, we could work, like, because I think he has a lot of stuff he has to work out within himself. I still am working stuff out, but you know, I'm at that age now where I think I'm ready to really try to, you know, get a relationship situation. But I mean, I'm just not. I don't know, cause like I just felt like, you know, he said, oh, we're doing it casual, and it's in the ball. He also said the ball was in my court, which don't ever say that. Like, future reference for anybody out there, like if you really don't mean that, don't say that. Okay, because I really felt like he was just saying it just to appease me, but I'm like, no, like if that's really not how you felt, you know, because when I asked you that question, I wanted to know your God's honest, like, where do you see this going? You should have been like, well, I want a relationship, I want a boyfriend now, you know, if that's how you felt. But clearly, I don't think he really felt like that. I mean, I think he felt like that. Maybe he does want it, but I just don't think he's ready for it because, like, you know, you got this other man you dealing with, you talking to this other person, you doing all this extra stuff. You know, you still want to kind of play around, and that's perfectly okay. You know, like, if that's what you want to do, just don't try to, like, jump into a relationship on top of that, you know. And, like, now, like, you know, like this week, like I now, because I work two jobs now. That's another update. I work two jobs now. You know, girl, gotta get her money. Also, I'm about to star not star. I'm not the star. I'm about to be a part of an ensemble cast. I'm sorry. Let me correct that. In a web series. I'm not gonna say too much about it because I'm gonna let the guy who cast me and everything. I'm gonna let because he's the creator and the writer. So I'm gonna let him do that. But I'm gonna be a part of it and look out for it. I guess I can plug the name. I guess that's not the name of the web series is gonna be Judy's. So I'm one of the Judys. And I'm not going to give too much because I'm going to let him, handle that. And if he wants to, if he wants to tell us to promote it more and stuff, then I'm going to do that when he's ready for it. Because it's not my vehicle. I'm just in the car, honey. I'm in the vehicle. I'm just not driving it. So, I like to give people, you the leader, you lead. I'm very okay with that. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna be doing that too. So I'm actually kind of excited. We do, I'm just really starting to do some stuff. Like, hey, I'm doing shit. I'm doing shit, honey. Yes. See, I feel good. Like I'm actually proud of myself for that because, like I don't know. A year ago, I was kind of unhappy. Not totally unhappy, but I was just like, I really wish things would change a little bit. I want a little more situations going on. So, but it's happening, and I'm excited about it, and hopefully these things open up doors, you know. So, but anyway, like I've just been, but like this week, like I said, I finally have gotten like a couple of like today is like my last free full day. So I've had like 3 full days of this week where I'm free, and he saw me on the guy I'm talking to. We saw each other on Sunday, and he was just like, I really want to have spend time with you this week. So I was like, okay, you know, you know, well, what day is good for you? And he was just like, well, you let me know. So he put the ball in my court. Fine, whatever, cool. I've been texting this man, and like I did text him, he would call me back at 2 in the morning. Like he called me back 2 in the morning on Tuesday morning / Monday night, Tuesday morning. I'll sleep. So yeah. Then yesterday, which was Tuesday, the day, I texted him and I called him once. He didn't answer. Texted him. He didn't really respond. Texted him again, and called him again. He answered, and he was just like, I was just like, yeah, I'm just hanging out, but I'm free tonight. What you doing? And he was just like, I'll just let you know if I decide I want to come over. Okay. So I don't know. Of course, he didn't call me back. So today, Wednesday, I was debating whether I should call or text, but you know what? I think I'm just gonna kind of have this day be me because, I don't know. Like I feel like I just feel like I'm being not played or played. I don't know. I kind of feel like I'm being not played around with because I really do think he cares about me like I care about him, but I just think like he's really not. I don't know. Like I don't know. I just because I don't want to make it seem like I'm just so innocent in all of this, but I have basically, like I said, I'm not seeing anybody else. I'm not playing around. I did text this guy, but me and him met before I met the guy I was talking to. But I wasn't like I'm not trying to talk to him. Talk to him. At least I don't know. Like I might. I don't know. I don't know. We just kind of reconnected, and he was like, text me sometime, so I just did. Um, I feel like I'm rambling, but yeah, I don't know. Like I'm just gonna give this day for myself. Like I don't know. I feel like because he always says like, like so even on Sunday he was just like, stop spending all this time with other people and all this. I feel like you're giving your time to some other guy out there, and I'm like, and I keep telling him like I'm not like for crying out loud like. I'm not like sitting around on my hands waiting on this nigga, but at the same time, you know, I'm I'm just chilling. Like I'm here, and I text you and I call you, I mean, after that, I feel like, okay, I've let you know, I've put myself out there in the fact that I'm here, I'm queer, and I'm available to do whatever. And the next step is on you. Like, okay, do you want to hang out? Can you hang out? And I just feel like sometimes it's just not reciprocated the way I would like. And he was just like, well, I've been calling you, but you called me at like 2 in the morning, 1 in the morning. I mean, if I'm at work, I'll answer the phone, but then I'll be at work. But if I don't answer, it's because I'm asleep, child. Like, you didn't call me anytime in the daytime to be like, ooh, that's a cute hat. Anytime in the daytime to be like, what are you doing today? Or text me. So, I mean, I don't know. Like, I don't know. Like I said, I've been reflecting on all this stuff, so maybe it's just probably not right, I guess. I don't know. I'm still, if I can be honest, I don't know. A part of me, I feel like I'm doing it because I really like having somebody I can, call, and we can hang out and we can spend that time together, if you know what I mean. But I do enjoy, like, I enjoy his company, and I like having him around. I just want all the stupid shit to stop. I don't know, like, because I just feel like he really wants me to just be like hook, line, and sinker, but it's like I want to like give myself, but like you were fucking some other guy on the low. Now there's, and they still, hang out and stuff. You gave one of my friends a blowjob in my house. You're just doing a lot of things that make me not want to really give my all like that. And I'm trying to give him a chance to kind of like work me back to that point. Because at one point I was kind of getting there. Like, I was kind of like, okay, I can go here. But it's just like when you pull all these stunts, I don't want to, or I get apprehensive very easily, because it's just like, okay, do I really want to do this? Because girl, like, and then you try to get me to do like hardcore. Oh, that was another thing. I'm sorry, did I tell you? Yeah, the day before Valentine's Day, he tried to get me to do meth. Like, that was the thing. Like, he came over and was like, try it with me, and I was just like, no, girl, no. Mm-mm. That's just, I mean, I don't judge you if you do it, because it's your life. You do what you want. But just know that, that's a slippery slope. And, some people, honey, there are those people who can, like I said, who can do casual drugs, and or they could do hard drugs casually, and they could be fine. Like, if they could bump, and they would never have to see the stuff again for the rest of their lives, and they would be like, okay. And then you have those that they get hooked. And him, like with this whole meth situation, not to put all his shit out there, that's why I'm not using names. Um, I just feel like he's kind of getting hooked a little bit. Like, he's really not necessarily hooked, but yeah, if he's not careful, he could get there really quickly. And that's what I'm worried about too. Is like, I don't want to have to deal with that either. I mean, if I could sound a little selfish, I don't really want to have to deal with that. That's just something I don't want to even entertain. My dad was on that stuff, so not meth. He was on cocaine. So I'm just really not. What I'm saying? Like, I saw what my mom had to go through, even though they kept it from me for a while, but like, as an adult, my mom was just telling me about some of the stuff, and yeah, it was just, I don't want to go through that. Like, I just don't, and I damn sure don't want you trying to get me hooked on anything. You know, because like, what if I'm like really really drunk one night, and you just say, "Oh, try it," and I'm just drunk enough to just be like, "Well, okay, no, I don't want to do that." It just that worries me. But I don't know. So I guess all signs are pointing to let it go. But I guess we'll see. I mean, I do care about him. I mean, I consider him to be a friend, as well as a confidant, or a companion, if you will. So I do worry about his well being. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and just like, I don't give a fuck what he does. I do worry about it, because we've been intimate. Like, once we get intimate, I like you, girl. Like, I care about you. So I don't want you doing shit that's gonna harm yourself. And I don't know. So, but I mean, like I said, today is a day for more. I'm not going to be texting and calling because you know what, I did that yesterday. I felt like I kind of got played to the left a little bit. So, I don't know. Oh well. I mean, hopefully I hear from him today because that was the reason why I was trying to see if he'll text me or something. So, but anyway, I'm finna go get me something to eat because girl, I am hungry and I gotta call my friend back because I told her I was taking a shit. And clearly, that was like 20 something minutes ago. So yeah, I gotta go. But it's been lovely talking to you people once again. Red Light Goes the group that I'm in with my friend. I'm Rebel Red, Mellow Yellow, aka Jeremiah, and then Lee, aka Go, aka Le Baker Boy, is the third. But you know, he's just we gonna work it out. Lord, he's behind. Check us out on Facebook. Excuse me. Check us out on Tumblr. We're gonna get this Twitter page up and running soon, real soon, hopefully. So yeah, just peace and love and all that, and see y'all around. You know, all that.